I'm gonna be Wilson again. It's like, Heidi ho, neighborino. Make this one with a pair of underwear I have. And then there's a Hello Kitty poking her head out of one of them. It's super silly and super adorable at the same time.
Oh, the cat has taken over my spot. Oh, hey, Gabby. Yeah. Hi, honey. Wednesday night. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We're doing pretty good. Check your Dragon of the Sea Discord. Oh, what's going on? Oh. I wish I would have seen that like 2 seconds ago. I would have like kept the music going for a little bit longer. My brain is just like going completely nuts. Alright, that's all I can dedicate on my brain. Hi! Oh man, I'll tell you what. It's been a good day. Pretty busy. You know, it's spring break for the kiddos and everything, so I'm running. And I haven't been doing Wednesdays for a while. But I have a big deadline coming up, and maybe even more deadlines coming up by the end of April and May, so I kind of have to be on top of everything right now. I'm doing a great job so far. Music is a little loud tonight, Okay. I'll turn it down. Thank you. How is that? Is that a little better? I always worry that I have it too low. That's good? Okay. Yeah, so tonight I figured I'd kind of catch up on some of those projects. We're still doing the Has-Been Hotel quilt. That one we'll pick back up on Fridays. I figure if we do Has-Been on our normal stream days, so Mondays and Fridays, and then Wednesdays can be for studio work and projects around. So you guys are getting, you know, sneak peeks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're not gonna dilly-dally too much. I had something I wanted to share with you guys, but I don't remember what it is now. I'll probably remember over at the other table. So let's go ahead and move over to the cutting table. You can see I've got the stuff out. I'm a Maywood Maker this year, actually, and you can see I have this beautiful line of fabric called Shadow Play, and I'm making a temperature quilt with it. I'm really happy so far with it, and hold on, let me swap mics. I believe that's good. Test, 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 test. That might be a little soft. I don't think I can turn my... There we go. How's the audio there, guys? You guys let me know if it's too rough. Let me know if it's too rough for you. Oh boy. Oh, my water. I don't want to forget my water tonight. I've been a little dehydrated, so trying to be better about that. So, I'm a Maywood Maker this year, so yay for that. What that means is I'm an ambassador of sorts, right? I get to play with their fabric. I work on specific projects that usually have a theme. There's a group of us, and we all kind of do our own takes. Like the first one we did, if you go over to my Instagram, is a W, because we did Maywood Maker as blocks, and I got the W for, you know, the wood part. And so this is the next project, and it's a temperature quilt. And the fabric line is called Shadow Play. It's all out right now. And they gave us this beautiful packet where I can write the temperatures, my lows and my highs for every day. You can see, you know, I'm doing really good on keeping up on filling it out. And then there's a whole temperature gauge, which obviously correlates with the fabric. What's really nice, what I really love about this temperature quilt, is it's only a month. That's it. There's a lot of temperature quilts, they feel so overwhelming, right? Because you're doing a full year, like, holy shit, right? Like, I have a hard enough time staying dedicated to brushing my teeth every day. I know, that's a little gross, but it's true. Like, some days I just don't have the gumption to want to brush my teeth the first thing I get up in the morning. But so a month, I feel like, is a lot easier of a chunk to kind of dedicate and be like, all right, yeah, we'll see how March goes. And I'm designing it myself, and obviously we're doing English paper piecing, right? And you can see I've been really good about, you know, keeping up on the days. I've gotten up to 15. I've done up to 15. So I need to do the highs and lows for 16 and 17, and then I have 18 and 19 ready. So you guys are gonna get to see like the whole process of EPP while we're doing it tonight, and I love that. 17, this is 18 highs and lows. And I went this way because we're keeping track of the high and we're keeping track of the low. And I was thinking about in the design doing 1 hexie, 2 hexie for high and low, right? But then I'd have 60 hexies and I have to stay within a 24 inch by 24 inch parameter, which is large if you look at like some of my wall hanging stuff that I designed lately. But in the grand scheme of it, it's not really that big. So I decided to go with the 2-inch vertical hexes. It's the same size as what we're using in Tipsy Tea. So it made it really easy just to be like, all right, I'm just gonna copy, pasta, print, easy peasy, right? So we have the highs and we have the lows. This is the low, this is the high, in one hexie. And I've got an orientation I've written down for sewing them together that should be really fun. And then there's a trick. There's a kind of a twist. I'm getting all M. Night Shyamalan on you. There's a twist at the end that takes it from like just like an English paper piecing temperature quilt to like the next level, right? And I'm not gonna tell you quite yet because you know you gotta stick around kind of shit. But yeah, so I've written down 18. I'll write down 19. Yeah, right. 19's done. So now we gotta write 20. And the low today was 33. And the high today was 62. Easy peasy. And I've been writing the dates. That way, thought goes there. That way when everything kind of gets jumbled around for this pile, right? I can easily like resort it. Because the whole idea is it should be like this beautiful, you know, ombre-esque look. Except for when you have like a jump of like 20 degrees to 60 degrees. Like that's a big jump. So, all right, we've written that down. We've got a little temperature gauge. I'll put that there. I really love the teals in this. I love the teals. They're beautiful. I wish I could play with those. But I'd have to be like in the 5 degree, negative 20 degree kind of area. And that's not gonna work. So let's start off. Where's my 18? There's 19. Here's 20. Okay, 18. 30 degrees. So we're over here in the royal purple. I feel like I'm gonna run out of royal purple if I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I use a lot of it. There it is. And they gave us plenty of fabric to play with, so I could probably get like another month out. But I feel like come summertime, everything would be this Tibetan red. Because it only goes up to 81 degrees and then that's it, right? I feel like I would need them to go hotter, at least up to 100, 110. That would make me happy. All right, so 30 degrees. Got my glue stick. Luke, how's the audio sounding tonight, dear? Have to let me know. Boop, boop, boop. For fuck's sake. The music's doing that thing again. How is our signal? That is so frustrating. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna try something else. I don't know what it is. I have no problem playing YouTube at all the entire day. And then as soon as I want to stream, then it's like, oh no. I can even upload my videos to YouTube. And then fuck a duck, it's gone. Okay, there is that. Let me go fix the audio real quick as I yell at my computer. Probably put that in the back pocket so I don't keep whacking you guys with it. Do I have a back pocket? I don't have a back pocket on this one. For fuck's sake. I even came down early and had everything ready for you guys. Okay, let's do that and then let's take a look over here. See if Pretzel's still drunk. Because if we could get Pretzel working, upload it normal. Not very happy. Yeah, it's having such a hard time. Alright. Well, forget you. Let's try something else. What are we in the mood for tonight, guys? I guess we could go with some... We could go with some chess music. See if we like that. Get notified, share, add to playlist, find similar. They changed so much of the layout for Pretzel. So it's just kind of like, okay, you used to have a little toggle that could say, you know, stream safe. I don't know if this is stream safe or not. You know what I mean? YouTube safe, instrumental down. Okay. All right, so they moved that. That's good to know. All right. How's that? How's the audio? I'm back! Yay! Do I have any others that are that cold? No, doesn't look like it. So I can put my purple back. Hopefully the audio will be a little more dependable with this. That's my hope. 25. Okay, so we've got some of the regular purple, the 30 to 35, or the 26 to 30. No, I just did that one. Duh. This one is the one. Yeah, 31 to 35. And you can see I kind of accidentally cut through it. I was not paying attention. So we're gonna start, well, I should just keep going. I'll just move the tag down this way. Okay, and we can do 2. We got 19 and 20 that both have lows there. Been nice kind of having something to work on every night. I want to start putting the whole thing together soon. Because I have, you guys can see, I've been putting the highs and lows together. Did the audio just stop again? What is going on? Shami, is it my computer? Is it my computer just unhappy? No, there we go. Maybe it was just the end and I was just freaking out for no reason. I need my wireless mouse. The kiddo got a hold of it and he wanted to set it up for his computer, his laptop, his work laptop or whatever. And really it's just a LeapPad tablet, but he wanted to have my wireless mouse and wireless keyboard set up. That way he could feel like he was working like mommy. It was really sweet, honestly. It was pretty cute. There's 19. What are you guys working on tonight? Y'all have been really quiet the last couple of nights that we've streamed. So I gotta assume that you guys are all busy and just chilling and having a good time. Well, that's the kind of the point of why I stream, is like, you guys keep me company, I keep you company, and it's all good, you know? we go. We got 20. 19 and 20 are the same, and then 18 down at 56 degrees. I'm wondering if my chat's broken or not. Or if Oshemi's just fallen asleep at his computer because he had alcohol to drink tonight. To be fair, he's been working really hard on his program for restaurant. You're giggling? Why are you giggling? You're giggling because you're drunk. That's why you're giggling. Alright, 56. So we need salmon. Need salmon. I assume you're the... Yeah, 56 to 60. I always like making sure, since this isn't a batik, I gotta make sure that the fabric is on the wrong side instead of the right side. Little known fact. Gotta make sure it's on the wrong side and right side. So are you programming tonight, Oshemi, or what are you up to? I don't know why I'm being so anal about the fold. It's just so much nicer when I have to go put everything away. If it's just all nice and folded again, yeah. What part are you programming now? Oshemi has been been a little bit of a tricky trick. Ordering all sorts of new parts and things for the studio. Because we're going to be starting to record some things. I actually have some outlines and all that kind of stuff. I almost seem like I know what I'm doing. And so Oshemi is ordering parts. All right, we need coral because we both, 19 and 20 are both at 62. So coral, this piece. No. Coral, this one. Keeping myself from ordering the audio processor. What does the audio processor need? Like, how much of a ticket are we looking at that? Because we're supposed to be paying off our debt, my friend. And, you know, I've got all kinds of stuff coming up. Everyone keeps reassuring me that when the lookbook goes out in April, that people are going to be going absolutely nuts with orders for wholesale. Only, but I'm supposed to get a free one from the guy at work. So wait for the free one. Wait for the free one. Duh. What do you think? I'm like selling thousands of patterns for you to go buy everything? Mama not that rich yet. Man, I'm telling you what, so one of my big goals, and I don't know if I've told Osh this or not, but one of the big things that I want to do when the business becomes quote-unquote successful, one of the things that I'm saving for that I want to do is take everyone to Disneyland. I would like to be able, because if we go to Disneyland, that's about a $10,000 trip. Because I have family out there and we'd be staying to go to the beach and all that kind of stuff. If we go to Disney World, that would be like a $20,000 trip. With airfare and tickets and food and souvenirs and... I know it's a big budget and that might seem a little excessive. But, like, I would rather save that much and not need that much than not have all of that saved and then be like really in trouble. You know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of I'd like to be able to do that, to take the whole family on a vacation. And know that, like, my hard work got us there. That, to me, is, like, the dream. That is the dream. Because, you know, even for me, when I was a kid, we were poor by all, like, societal measurements. But, like, we still got to go to Disneyland, right? Every once in a while. And mainly, we got to go to Disneyland because my dad was a firefighter for the Forestry Service. So, you know, he was out there saving these $1 million mansions from wildfires and mudslides and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, the state of California would always have all these different things to thank the firefighters for all their hard work. So, you know, we drove down to San Diego the one time because we got into SeaWorld free, right? Because of my dad and his work. So, you know, my dad worked hard and, you know, he earned that. So, but it's like, you know, I don't do something that allows me to, like, spoil my family in that way. You know what I mean? What is the thing we need, though, Luke? That you were talking about some cabling. We need some cabling. Shouldn't we be getting that? Because that adds up to about what you just said the audio processor is, right? Because we need 4 cables. When I tell you he's, like, doing the whole thing, we also, Oshemi, need to be looking at lighting. I know we're getting, like, all these different cameras and wiring and everything, but, like, you can see how I have this dark zone. Like, I'm having all this light come in, and then I have this dark zone here. So, like, we need to be able to get a couple more lights, some good lights. Alright, get my basting needle out. Go with that one tonight. We'll baste these up real quick. Cabling, no, the USB cam to HDMI converters are $160 each? Last time we talked, you said they were like $50 each. You said they were like $50 each, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, I think that's right, because I was like, hey, couldn't we just get the cameras? Get new cameras for that? That's interesting music. We'll organize this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go by 20. And we're standing over here tonight, and not over in my normal work spot because Luke actually ended up getting a couple new cameras, and one is supposed to be hanging from the ceiling, in order to be a hand camera, so I don't have to keep messing with the arm, the flex arm. But yeah, so if you're gonna get a free one from the guy at work and we can't do the cabling, what's the next thing that is needed, my dear? What would be the next thing that we would need? I keep looking on the blocks behind me and keep thinking about how I need to finish the sprout quilt. There's just one more thing for the whip pile. I think I have 3 blocks that I gotta make. And then I have to make a second one of mine, or a third one of mine. A lot of fabric that I went through. We watched a new anime tonight, or a new anime for me anyway, called Delicious in Dungeon. Is it supposed to be delicious in the dungeon or just delicious in dungeon? It was really cute. It actually reminded me a lot of my old character, my old hunter from D&D, who was a cook. But I never got to really up it the same. Cameras, lights, and the audio processor. And then I have to remodel the basement again to write a ton more delicious in dungeon. Gotcha. So when can we actually start recording? Can we start recording with the stuff that we have? Because I really need to start recording and get that first class and all those mini classes done. Especially since I'm having that meeting with those people next week about a possible drip content at the beginning of the year. And they need to be able to see some content from me and not just believe that I can do all of that, right? So hopefully, that means that we can do it soon. Mainly because I think also the theme of the pillow that I want to design would be a really good one for the summer. That people would really actually enjoy that. Just a nice, easy night. I actually have 2 quilts that I gotta finish up tonight and get the labels sewn on because I need to ship them out. I was hoping to ship them out tomorrow, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I'm gonna get them done. If I can just at least get them done by Friday and get everything shipped out Friday. That was 20. That's 19. So we're definitely getting closer with what we have. I could do a 6-camera setup record, but it would then require editing. Well, yeah, anything we do is going to need to be editing. You know that, right? Like, just because you're getting all these different things doesn't mean... I mean, I know you know that. But do we have to get a 6-camera setup? Couldn't we just... Because I have a whole list of the different shots that I need. That's part of what the outline is for, is the different shots. So couldn't I just like do a set of recordings from this location and then reset up and record from another spot? Because I don't know if you realize this, but the whole process, like, we're not making a 2-hour video. We're making like 23-minute videos. Because all the different little sections get uploaded. Yes, but right now to record with what we would need to use your PC, the laptop's bugs PC, and the why do we need bugs PC? Why do we need all that? Because you want to be able to have the B-roll and the second image to cut in between. I am unsure of like your 6 camera files. That way we can splice it to make it more interesting. Yeah. Well, I think you should sit down with me then with the outline and we can talk over the different shots that we need to do for it. I think that would probably be one of the best ideas, don't you think? And then we can kind of talk through like how it's gonna run. And 23-minute video usually has 6+ hours of recording and 15 hours of editing or more. I mean, depends on how good you are. I'm just that good, right? I'm just that good. I can do it on the first take, I promise. I promise, Mr. Seville. That's probably something. I'm waiting for A, the court stuff to finish, and then B, your program stuff to finish. And then, like, we'll sit down and really kind of get you focused on the business and getting things done with the editing. Because I can't really afford to hire Cotty right now. Because I would love to be able to hire Circati to do the editing. Because it would make all of our lives easier to have an editor. I might have to see about how much it would just be to have him work on that project. I mean, he was able to do the intro pretty well. And then I also have to kind of have stuff for Spotify. Because with Spotify, they don't want... So Spotify is very interesting because they want to have like a freemium. So like you get the start of the course for free and then you can decide if you want to purchase it or not. And it's a little different than doing the Creative Spark, because Creative Spark wants you to do an intro first and like talk about who you are. Are you supposed to talk about that yet? Probably not. Chat, you heard nothing. You heard nothing. Shh, 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 shh. I'll delete the evidence. It's okay. It's okay. Oh man, my big mouth. That's why you can't trust me with anything. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to be able to hire Cotty for that and, you know, be able to focus with you on production and all that kind of stuff, getting the recordings done. I mean, honestly, it's going to come down to I need to start hiring people. Because it's just that much content to do. Between the pattern writing and the sample making and the video recordings and the editing and streams and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot for just like one person or even for you to do with me, right? It's a lot. So, I mean, I already have people that I contract, right? Because I have a tech editor and a photographer, though I don't know if Shinobi's still going to do the photography. That's something that I haven't asked him. I probably should, but I don't know. I'll probably talk to him about it maybe next week and see if he's still planning on doing that, or if that's why he's been so busy. So, because this next project for the start of the year is going to be a big deal. Yeah. I hope you guys are having a good hump day. I always find it funny to call it hump day, but I mean, that's what it is, right? We're almost through to the weekend. I can't believe Easter is right around the fucking corner. Like, excuse me? I am not ready. I had a whole quilt that I wanted to make. I have so many fucking quilts. I mean, who am I kidding? But, it's a Draconic! Hey, my friend. Thank you for the 27 months. Appreciate you. How are you? It's been so long since I've seen you. We just had D&D last night, so it's all good. How is your beautiful little unicorn pet from D&D? Have you decided to give it a name and a backstory? What was I saying, guys? I was saying something. Oh, hump day. We're almost to the weekend. Oh, and then Easter. Holy fucking hell. Easter is way too close. Like, I had wanted to make a cute little table runner. I still might do it. We might just, like, forget it and do it on stream one night as, like, a quickie. But I want to do, like, an Easter table runner with Easter eggs, but in the center egg have a little dragon hatching out, because I think that'd be absolutely adorable. True story. What are you up to tonight, Draconic? Are you hell diving? Do you and Oshemi need to go and do some hell dives? That poor man. I don't know how he's getting anything work. I'm gonna be good, and I can think of that stuff fast. What stuff? Oh, the backstory stuff, yes. Man, I tell you what, Oshemi kept that one secret last night for 6 years. For 6 years, and I find out about it, and it's ruined in 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. Like, holy moly. I thought that was funny. I don't know if anyone's checked on Warpig, though, to see how he's doing. Because he had an all-hands-on emergency at work. Gotta do that midstream stretch, right? Oh, man. So what are you up to? We must hell dive sometime soon, Osh. Tonight I was delving into my Balatro addiction. Oh, that card game Ben was playing. How do you like that? I could not get into it. I could not get into it. It was just like, okay, cards. I have no idea what these jokers are doing. I have no idea what anything means. You know what I need to do one night? I need to do some quilts and cats of calico, or whatever, calico cats. That would be fun. I think that's a multiplayer board game, maybe. I'm not sure. Might be single player. I have the actual board game upstairs. So that might be something we have to do on stream. Because, like, excuse me, we're doing sewing content. It only is appropriate to do a quilting game. Like, come on. Excuse me. Let's go. It's so fun. I'm big on poker and deck builders. Okay. The two to meld in a good game. Nice. I'm beating your head against this program after having a large margarita. All right, Oshemi, put the coding down. You have been going hard on the coding all day. You can take a couple hours away from your coding and do some hell dives. Go do a hell dive. Go have fun. Take Draconic. Just don't leave the channel because I don't want to be alone. And go have some fun. Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into the card game. It looked interesting enough, but, you know. If Ben's not playing with his poker chips, it's not the kind of card game I want to play, right? I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Draconic, I meant to ask you, are you playing any other D&D games right now? I hate the delay on chat. It does not bode well for my nosiness. couldn't remember if you're in any other D&D games. Because I know, like, you were playing on the Thursday group and I fucked that all up. Honestly, after Angel left the game and all of that shit happened, it just kind of, like, gutted me, to be fair. Like, it just killed my momentum. Yeah. I shouldn't have let it bother me so much as a DM and all that, but, like, it was a level of betrayal and backstab that I'm not used to. Like, I wasn't that kind of kid in high school, so having that kind of shit happen, like, as an adult is just feels icky. Makes me sad. But, you know, the court date is coming up and hopefully there won't be another COVID delay or whatever, and we can just get on with it. Your Pathfinder game didn't last that long, so I've decided to focus on actually finishing the campaign I've been working on for 2 years now. Good on you! Good on you, my man. That's awesome. I'm waiting for Lainey to get back from the summer, and then I want to start an in-house game with her, because she wants to join the D&D club at school, because the middle school that she's going to go to has a D&D club. So I want to have a family game night, because we're supposed to be having Saturday nights, but like 90% of the time, the people that come over for board games and stuff don't come over because we're all adults in like our 40s, and nobody ain't got time for like relaxation and socialing, right? But so I thought it'd be nice to kind of have a game that she can play and do it in-house like that. I'd have to figure out whether or not Oshemi was going to DM or I would DM. I know Oshemi wants to play. And I think, I don't know. It's hard momming and DMing at the same time, but I think she's at a maturity level that she's not going to go around as a druid that is shapeshifted into a chicken saying KFC all over the place. Because my child is chaotic. I mean, it was pretty funny and it made everybody laugh, so there's nothing wrong with that. Right? If I take nothing else away, it'll be that. It'll be that. That core memory there. Oshemi, are you still beating your head against the computer? Because I swear to God, I will come in there and I will drag you out of your office and make you sit in my chair. I will make you sit in my chair and watch me sew, and you will like it. You're not sure she still has the awkwardness that will drive her to do things like that? But, I mean, to be fair, don't we all have that awkwardness to drive us to do things like that? Like, I think it's one of those things that it'd be better for her to learn in a safe environment like our home and our own game. Man, look at that. I just made like a whole freaking rat's nest out of that. But I think it would be better for her to learn those kind of skill between Helldivers or 7 Days to Die. Well, did you ask Draconic if he wants to dive? Speaking of awkwardness, Mr. I don't like asking people to do things because I'm socially awkward and adorable. Ooh, I picked up a new sponsor. We'll probably kick that off next week. I heard everybody's feedback with, oh, that is, he did say that, didn't he? Who's awkward now? This bitch. Ooh, Draconic. My friend, I have to ask you. Have you watched Hazbin Hotel? This is a life or death question. Our friendship rides on it. You know what I heard drops on Thursday? I heard that the new Arc animation drops tomorrow. And not just like random grapevine stuff, but like it's actually listed on Apple TV and shit as like first episode March 21st, right? So I'm very interested to see if it actually drops. You can't watch it on YouTube without paying for it. I'm not sure where else it's streaming though. I know it's on Apple and I think it might be Max, but I'm not paying money for Max. There's too many fucking streaming services, dude. Like, I'm so over it. You guys can take your streaming wars and like find a dark place to put it. I'm tired of it. I just kind of want to be able to go back to regular TV and watch shows and actually sit down and have an attention span that lasts longer than 15 minutes. But I mean, I say that, but at the same time, I treat YouTube the same way because we have it up on our TV. So like 90% of the time, I'm just watching the same shit over and over again, like I would be with like watching Big Bang Theory TBS reruns, right? So it's not really much different as like watching Neeb's Minecraft for like the 20th time. Though to be fair, that was like the best series. Like that's my favorite. That one and Sea of Thieves. I really wish I could play that game. Really wish I could. But yeah, so Draconic. I have mixed feelings about it, not because of the show itself, but the original cast that made the series popular on YouTube was basically snubbed. None of them were invited to the premiere, and honestly didn't sell well. They weren't invited to the premiere, really? I know there was a big thing about the original Angel Dust voice actor and the new Angel Dust voice actor and the recording of Poison and all of that. And there was so much hatred for the original actor and the fact that he couldn't sing and all this other stuff. And the new voice actor was like, guys, fucking shut up. Like, you're kids. Like, the bullying just never stops. But that surprises me. I wonder what was behind that. I wasn't aware of that. I mean, yeah, I can see where that might rub you the wrong way. But to be fair, like as an animation, how do you feel about the animation itself? Because I started a new project because I need a project like I need a hole in the head. But I started a new project on Monday. Yeah. And I'm going to be doing a Has-Been Hotel quilt. And I'm really excited for it. We started with Angel Dust. I did the initial, you love the animation style? I do too! I was talking about that on Monday because, like, I love Steven Universe. You know that's my jam. Like, even just talking about I got crystal gems, like, stuck in my head. And I love Rebecca Sugar. But that whole, like, decade of roundness and, I mean, Gravity Falls too is the same art style with the rounded faces and everything just kind of feels like it's homogenous in that way. And like I love those individual shows, but I'm like over the pasta, the copy pasta. Kind of reminds you of like when Hanna-Barbera and Scooby-Doo stuff. Like everything Hanna-Barbera made was in that Scooby-Doo style, even when it was like Top Cat and all that kind of stuff. It was in that same, I mean, but there were limitations to the animation back then, but still. But yeah, I love the art style. I love the color choices and the music. You know me, I have Loser Baby stuck in my head all the goddamn time. It is so unhealthy for me. I love it. So yeah, we're starting a Hell of a Boss quilt. And to be fair, I will probably finish the Hell of a Boss quilt by the time season 2 comes out. Though we don't have to wait 5 years, because it took like 5 years from the pilot to the first season, I think, right around that, right? And I think they're talking about it only taking a year and a half. I think that's what they were saying, is it only is going to take a year and a half for the next season, which is good because we actually had somebody in the stream last week who actually had a Vox cosplay they were working on and had the entire television head and everything. It was just so fucking cool. Also, I admit I may have been biased with the original V's because I was a big fan of Gabriella Brown's singing voice for Alistair before that. Oh, I can see that. The original voice actors, I gotcha. I mean, I loved the original ones too, don't get me wrong. I think the original voice actors did great. I'm sorry that they didn't get pulled over to the other series. But, I mean, they're still working with Vizzy, aren't they? A lot of them have roles in Hell of a Boss, right? That's my understanding. I'm a loser, baby, a goddamn fucking See, that what I tell you, it's fucking in my head. Hate it. I mean, I love it, but the music is so good. And you know what? I love Husk. And I was sitting with me in my brain the other day, and I'm like, okay, hold on. Where do I know Husk's voice from? And I had to go and I had to look it up, and he's actually I can never say his name right, but he was the villain in Princess and the Frog. He was the card reader. I want to say the Facilifer. I think that's how it's said. You know me and pronouncing things. But it was like, oh my god, it just made... And like, part of my brain really truly wanted to connect that character with Husk in some way, because like, it was both that kind of like... Though everyone says that Husk died in the 70s, but for me, Husk feels more like a 50s early Vegas character, right? I don't know. I mean, 70s makes sense too, but it just felt more appropriate for it being, you know, him from the golden era of Vegas, right? I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I actually want to go and rewatch it. I would very much enjoy that. I'm really excited about this temperature quilt. I have the whole border that I still need to base and everything, but I want to be able to get all of these units sewn together to be more like these units. Right? That was my vibe with him as well. The 50s felt more accurate. Exactly! Right? And you even look at his bar setup, and it feels like New Orleans, kind of like Bayou Bar. And like, didn't they have gambling back, you know, in New Orleans too around that time? Like, it would make so much sense to me for him to be like 1950s gambler from like the Bayou kind of thing. And that's where like tying him into the Princess and the Frog character was just like, man, if the eras were just a little closer together, because you know, Princess and the Frog is 1920s. That's a beautiful movie. I love that movie. So Shammy, what you doing? Try to make sure he doesn't fall asleep on us. He asked, like, we had this strawberry wine mixture from Thanksgiving from when his parents came out. And it's been sitting in there, and he's like, huh, I wonder if it's still good. I wonder how it tastes. And he poured himself a glass, and like he downed the whole thing, and it turned out to be a margarita mix. Getting 7 days together. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so we've got 16 highs and lows. And then 17 highs and lows. 18 highs and lows. 19. And then 20 is like the same damn thing, which is hilarious to me. So it's, well, I mean, that's a little later, but you really can't tell as much. I don't know if the people at Maywood expected me to choose to do an English paper piecing project for this, considering I do applique. And like that was the first project they saw me do was an applique quilt. But I'm pretty happy with my idea. I'm not going to tell you guys the twist. You'll have to wait till the end. But I'm really excited about it. It's a twist. And the nice thing about, I gotta get my other needle. I gotta get an applique needle. I actually picked up these new needles. They're from Riley Blake. I don't know how I feel about them. They're very thin because they're made for applique. Like for hand sewing applique. But like just me holding the needle, like you guys can't even see it on the camera. It's just that thin, right? Like it probably just looks like I'm casting a spell or something with the way my hands move, because like you probably can't see the thread either. There we go. And then I do, where did I put it? I have my little skull somewhere. There it is. I'm actually in talks with these guys who produce, maybe just do it that way. These are the sew type people. And it's rare earth magnets. I'm in talks with them about making my own branded ones. And it's an $8,000 to $10,000 investment. So I'm gonna need you, chat, to start donating. Woo! I think they'd be adorable. I want to get a Sandrasa berry in the light style. What was the ones I had said? A Sandrasa berry, a narwhal, like a narwhal with like the frosting and the rainbow thing, and then the other one was like a cut of my logo for the heavy one, and it was about 8,000 to 10,000 minimum to get all of that started and production rolling. So, which honestly isn't bad when you look at the sets and everything. It's still a big investment. And I don't think we have quite the community yet. Give it 3 years and I think we'd have the community to gobble that up. But yeah, that stuff can get expensive. Well, and I had somebody, one of my quilty friends, she emailed me. She's like, "Look what I found on Amazon," and it was a magnet thing where you could just slide in a piece of paper for your logo or whatever, like print out whatever you wanted. And I'm like, okay, that's nice, and I think that's great. I wouldn't do that necessarily, seeing as I'm like trying to build a relationship with this company. You know what I mean? But yeah. It's making me think really hard. But I have to be ready for when April hits if I get any orders, wholesale orders, and how much that's gonna cost to print. But we have the flight booked for H&H and everything like that. I don't think Luke's gonna be able to come with us this time around, which is a shame. And I'm definitely gonna miss him being able to operate the stream stuff and everything. And I actually have to get in touch with a couple people, but it is what it is. I'm getting a headache all of a sudden. I mean, I know I said I was a little dehydrated at the beginning of stream, but like, I'm almost out of water already too. Might be an early night tonight if the flushness doesn't kind of go away here soon. I hope you guys are having a good hump day. I'm having a good hump day, even though I just complained about being flesh and everything. There's a lot of exciting things happening and working in the pipeline, and I can't wait to see how all of that kind of works out for us. Ooh, Draconic, excuse me. Did you see what is coming out in April? The nerdy, like, hairs on the back of my neck, like, all stood on end when I saw this. I was so excited. I remember when this came up for a vote, a community vote for the ideas. But there's a new, so Dungeons and Dragons is celebrating 50 years next month. Okay? And so April's quilt theme might just be getting out our critical D20 and finishing that shit up. But Lego has announced their official D&D Lego set. I got a knot. No. Let's see if I can get it without... No, I broke it. That's enough though for me to do a twist at the end. God, I don't know if I like these. I'm gonna try the longer one, but the short one is just too short and it's like bending all over. Doesn't have enough structure for me. But yeah, so it's a giant Lego set, because of course it is. And they went all balls to the wall out on this shit. I'm pretty excited for it, to be honest. I'm a big Lego. Right, it's gonna be so good. The dragon looks so good, and the beholder. I have a keychain on my jacket that is a little stuffed beholder, because yes, of course I do. Like, they talk about a displacer beast and all of that stuff, and I don't know if you saw Draconic, if you order the set April 1st, I think is when it's available online and in stores. If you get it on the 1st before the 4th, you get a gelatinous cube Lego or a dice box. I thought that was so fucking cool. Like, honestly, I kind of want the light box. No, all right, I like this bigger needle. It's a little long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you gonna get it? Draconic, are you planning on getting the Lego set? Can I live vicariously through you? I'm trying to be responsible. But man, I am eyeing that like a fat girl want cake. You're planning on it actually? Yes! Alright, I'll live vicariously through you. And retail therapy. You can buy it. You tell me all about it. Let me know how you like it. Are you a casual Lego builder, or are you one of those kinds that once you start it, you gotta go like hardcore like 20 hours straight. It's got to get done. Because that's how I was when I was a kid, was like, I'll sit there for 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't care how long, I'm going to get it done. But like nowadays, ain't got no time for that. You know what I mean? I sit up at my dining room table because I can't sit on the floor anymore because fat people. And then, you know, I have a box or something and it'll sit at the top of the table for like a month or 2. How long did Hogwarts sit there, Luke? Or Shemi? How long did Hogwarts sit there before you got it done? Like, it was on our table for seriously like 6 or 7 months while he was building it. I even got moved over the summer because I didn't want it on my dining room table the whole time, so I moved it a couple months. It was a while. Like, all of summer it sat in Elaine's room while she was out visiting her dad. Like, alright, so I like the thickness of this other needle, but I don't like the length. It feels a little too long. I want an in-betweener. It's not the size, it's what you do with it. I know, I'm terrible. I'm more on the casual side. I don't have the time, even though I was hardcore about it. That's true. I get that. And you know, honestly, like, I don't play with Legos like I did with a kid when I was a kid, right? Like, obviously that part of the magic is gone, right? And even like, I don't even play with the kids like that. I just don't play like that. And so, like, letting the build take longer, that's the fun for me. You know? Let the build take as long as it needs to take. Shemi, did you jump into 7 Days to Die yet, or are you still getting it all set up? I saw Stardew had a new update. I don't know if you're a big Stardew player, Draconic. Oh, I think you are, because weren't we gonna do I know we need to do our Soul Link. I don't know when we're gonna have time for that. Just getting ready to launch a solo run. Oh, okay. I totally wasn't thinking that maybe we could play some Enshrouded tonight. I really should go to bed at a reasonable time and not play a game tonight. But, you know. Go ahead and work on 17 next. I love these sew tights. I love being able to, like, not have to have my death grip on them and just let the magnet do the work. I love that shit. That's good shit right there. I do have to take some pictures because I have content that I do not have ready to put out tomorrow. Holy moly, talk about content. So we have that 2K giveaway going on over on Instagram right now. And before stream, like, we were almost up to 2,100. There was like 600 comments or plus and like 300 likes and all that other stuff. Like, it's pretty nutty, to be honest with you. It's a little nutty. Can't remember what tomorrow's prompt for there's an Instagram quilt fest that is part of the reason why, like, Instagram kind of blew up this month. I'm excited for Stardew's update, and also I didn't say anything before, but don't worry about our Soul Link if you get too busy. I'm honestly excited that you're getting more success, my friend. I really appreciate that. it's been, it's been such a grind. And I still, most days, I'm like, why am I fucking even doing this? Like, Oshemi and I sat down the other night and we were talking about the costs of, like, the patterns and how much it costs to print and how much I should be charging. And he was going on about how I should be charging $24 per little pattern. I'm like, nobody is gonna pay 24 bucks for that pattern. He's like, but you're doing a premium product. I'm like, I know. No. Don't overwork yourself. Oh my God, honey. Like, I have all these lofty goals, but I know I can't make them and I can't do them because I just don't have the stamina. I haven't had the stamina for like 20 years, let's be honest, right? Like, my days of pulling all-nighters 3 nights in a row to get like a final done for college, and it being woodworking and being with very heavy machinery with saw blades, and yeah, those days are gone. Those days are not here. So even like the big push for pedal dance in the fall and staying up till 1 o'clock every night sewing, like I don't even have that kind of stamina right now. Like I am verging on burnout. There just isn't enough time. You're not wrong, and you're in the middle of a giant project too, so it isn't like we can make extra time, right? Or have 2 hands on something, right? I still want to launch Tipsy Tea in May. That's still my goal. But I just don't know if I'm going to have time for it. Because I have like at least... I have 1 pattern I have to run for the video series we're making. And then I have the whole block of the month project that I have to write all of that. And I need to get started on that because fabric's going to be shipping out soon. And that's going to be a lot of work. And I have to be able to send it out to my editor. And hopefully have her do it in a reasonable time. The nice thing is like I'm breaking each of them down into their own separate booklets. And I still have to sit down and figure out price. Like, I don't even know what the price is going to be. It's a lot to think about, to be honest. I'm really excited for it, though. You guys have no idea how excited I am for it, and just... I don't want to say the other problem, but the other issue that I've made for myself is if I do this video series, the drip content for the quilt, then I need to make it and record at the same time. So I actually need to not only be writing the pattern right now, but I also need to be writing the outline for the video series and the focusing and everything. So that's a lot. A lot. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but yeah. So just trying to do the best I can with what I have available. It's been a lot of drive and a lot of push to get to this, but I do a link. Like, I feel like, honestly, Draconic, when July is over and I've sent the quilt, the block of the month quilt, off for photography from... It can get overwhelming really quick, and that's why I am taking gummies. I am taking CBD gummies at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, because I wasn't sleeping, honestly. my brain is just on overdrive, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love that I'm like so busy and have all these thoughts and these ideas and projects, and that's how I know I'm on the right track. That's how I know that this is the right thing, I'm finally doing what I'm meant to be doing. Ah, fuck me. But, I wasn't sleeping because I was just thinking way too much about everything. And so I needed a break, and that's what it does. I know sleep is next. You think I have a problem with words now? Man, Oshemi can tell you I was looking pretty rough there. I was feeling pretty rough. But yeah, so we're doing some CBD. The first week or so of me taking it, I had a big effect. It had a huge effect on me. Like, it was like hitting me, and like I would be like passing out tired because my body was finally able to relax and let go and just get rest, right? So now when I take it, it's not making me as tired as it was before. And there have still been a couple of nights where I'm staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning. But for the most part, I'm feeling more at ease and not as anxious about everything. So that is a positive. But what I was saying is come July, that is when the quilt needs to be sent off to the fabric company for photos for the lookbook launch. And so after that, things will slow down a lot because I don't have any major projects set up for fall or winter for like the second and third quarter of the year. I think I'm just using that time. I honestly will probably use the fall quarter for rest as much as I can for before market. As someone who enjoys being active at night but hates sleeping when it's daylight, I understand well that there's not enough time in the day. Yeah. Truth. Well, and Oshemi and I, we still fight with this where... Oshemi, what's the term for it? What's the term for it? The one where you're rebelling against sleep because you don't have control over your life during the day. So you stay up and rebel and like don't sleep. It's a Japanese term, I believe. And a lot of us suffer from it. Man, Draconic, you know the other song that I have stuck in my head besides like the whole catalog of Has Been Hotel? I have that Bim Bam Bim whatever song. Yeah, that one. Even Xander is like, whenever Ven plays it on stream during the day, because I have him on my TV most of the day when he's live. Xander he'll stop and he'll look and he'll go like, Mom, it's the Bim Bam song. So cute. It's really cute. I don't hate this song collection from Pretzel. At least Pretzel's working, because I don't know what the hell was going on with Revenge Bedtime Procrastination. The theme from Mashla? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Oshemi hadn't even heard of that one, and you know Oshemi is like huge anime nerd, right? He's such a weeb. But so one of the reasons why I want to kind of like go upstairs after stream immediately is we started the first episode of Delicious in Dungeon, and alright, I'm hooked. And I feel like I really squandered an opportunity with Arnosa, my hunter from my D&D campaign, because she loved to cook and was cooking all the time. But I never thought, I mean, there would be times where I would try to find like rare ingredients and stuff, but like even when I tried, there'd be nothing that we'd find. I remember this one time we were in the Arctic and there was this special berry. And I tried so hard to find that fucking berry to make this special like ice brew. And I couldn't find it. And after that, I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm giving up. I'm not doing the rare ingredient hunt anymore. Cause like, fuck it. But seeing the dwarf in that party in the first episode is like, that's what Arnosa could have been. Not just a lusty wench with the moaning ale. And like, I get that's a running gag and all that, but there was opportunity there. And I missed it. That's okay, she's a draconic god now, or whatever the fuck is going on. I really have been enjoying messing with Oshami's D&D world, by the way. I hope you don't mind my guest DMing. And, you know, Draconic, I don't know if Oshami's talked to you about this at all or not, but, I personally would like to extend you an invitation to be permanently a part of the D&D group. Just putting it out there. So after our escapade with all of this is done and over, if you decide that you want to keep playing with us. Now, in the end, Oshami gets the final say, but I'm pretty sure Oshami feels the same way as I do. So just saying. Putting it out there. I'm so close, I've only got these two left, and then we'll have all of our pieces for our temperature quilt. Well, not all the pieces, but, you know, as many as we can have. Because I really wanted to start doing the layout and put together. Because I have to have this all done and shipped out to Maywood by the end of April. Because I need another deadline. I need another deadline on top of everything else I'm doing. I love being this busy. As much as it's overwhelming, it's taken a lot of practice for my brain to be used to juggling this much thought at the same time. Because you guys know me, my fish brain, my goldfish brain is like on high alert all the time. Words are hard. Thinking is hard. I actually don't have any vanilla Coke, so I can't drink any Kraken. Oh, and I forgot I have to design a 12-inch block. I've got Quilt Mania coming up at the beginning of April. I'm doing jellyfish. I'm so excited. It's gonna go really pretty with the seahorse pattern. They'll be kind of like side by sides. Well, we'll see when the time comes. As much as the DM opinion matters, I also firmly believe it's how the entire group feels. Well, I think the entire group has really enjoyed your company, to be fair. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, my friend. The only person who you really haven't gotten to play with is Shinobi. Shadow Shinobi. I'm hoping we're not going to be able to play next week. We'll be able to play the week after, and I don't know if he'll be able to play then. But, hopefully you'll get a chance to... You agree with me or you agree with Draconic? How sad are you gonna be, Oshami, when you don't get to play Jack anymore? It would also be up to you whether you dare to play under my chaos, Draconic. Oh, you agree with Draconic? Yeah. I don't disagree. Well, and also, we're in Shadowrun right now. So, like, the official group, officially in our timeline, is in Shadowrun. So, I don't know if you want to come in Shadowrun as another character from the world, or if you just want to wait until Shadowrun is over and we're back in the mortal plane, or our normal plane. There's all of that to think about too. I don't know if you'll like my character though, Draconic. I'm a little chaotic cuckoo. Because I'm playing Yomina. I'm having a lot of fun, but like, Rags does not like Yomina. They do not get along. Like, I love War Pig like a brother. Like, that whole group is like all my brothers. All my brothers from other mothers. But see what I mean? It's stuck in my damn head. Like, the earworms just don't stop, I tell ya. Chaos is always a good time when done right. What do you mean? What do you mean? I have no idea what chaos means. Yes, yes, you do the little dance. Do, 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 do. Like, I feel like I have to go watch the anime just for that. Case in point, Discord. What, am I not doing Discord right? Oh, you mean I am like, Discord is the right level of chaos. I don't disagree with you. I love chaos. I love Discord. I swear, like, if I could RP and, like, cosplay as any character, it would be like a humanoid version of Discord. I would have so much fun. I don't know how much of the comics you've read through, Draconic, but this is what solidified. Yes, I agree with you. This is what solidified Discord as my true love in any series in any way. So I was reading one of the comics and I can't remember what it was, and Discord was with the Crusaders. With the kiddos, the little foals, and they were doing something. I can't even remember what the point of the comic was, like what their adventure was. But all of a sudden they started like clipping through different realms and realities. And the one that sticks with me to this day is an image, a comic strip of Discord and the cutie pies and all that, the foals sitting in Star Trek. It was the scene of Star Trek. And like, holy shit. And then there's Discord, but he's dressed as Q. And he's like, this feels familiar in some way. And then it went on to the next scene of it. And it was just like, I love that. I love when they don't take themselves seriously. And it's just such a good time. It made my nerdy little heart such an nth degree of happiness you can't even explain. I have to go look it up now. I gotta figure out which comic that is. I can't remember if I still have it or not even. Man, I gotta go through and watch MLP again. I haven't watched MLP in like so long. It feels like a travesty. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements. Yeah, so that's the sponsor that we will be doing starting Friday or next week sometime. So if you guys want to check it out and click it and all that other that was Friends Forever #2. Nice. So you even know. Did you have to look that up or did you know that from memory? Like, I gotta know. Killed my first zombie. The zombie. Good for you. You haven't died. I honestly, as much. Did you hear that, or is it in the music? I thought I heard little footsteps stomping around. Might have just been the music. I'm a fan of the comics as well. A whole big part of me. Yes. I have one. Hold on. This is like my favorite comic out of the series that I've been able to collect. Because obviously I don't have like every single comic of the series. Hold on, I gotta grab it. It's looking at me. Can I even reach it? You guys can't see it, but my studio is an absolute mess over on this side. Ah, oh, stretchies. Big stretchies. This is like... I want to collect the rest of this series for this specific story arc. And I'll show you, Draconic. But first of all, let's just appreciate the comic art. Like that cover, I should have it in a booklet. This is issue 45. But this one is so good. It's like a whole nother... I don't even know the rest of the story because I haven't read it all. But like something has happened that has made all of the ponies like reverse of themselves. And so like Pinkie Pie is like the Joker. Which is absolutely hilarious. And then, like the apples are now like mob bosses and all that kind of stuff. Like it's beautiful. And then it's such a fun one. And like Twilight and Rarity are like paired together because they're the unicorns and they're gonna take over. Yeah. And Luna was a good guy all along. Like, so pretty. But yeah, so like, just put it right there. I love that series. It's one of my favorites. I love these streams and being able to just kind of hang out and talk and getting to know everybody a little better. And to nerd out. I love to nerd out, you know that. But by the time like I was buying the comics, Bug was like getting out of MLP, and it was more of them buying from me than me buying it for her. That Scribbler had some inspiration from that series for her friendship is tragic. She had to have. Like seriously. Man, there was a brony I used to watch for like episode breakdowns, and I have no idea. I don't even remember who he was or what he was called. I remember his pony. It was like a gray pony, and I miss his streams because like for the longest time I couldn't watch MLP, so like I had to like watch the bootlegged versions off of YouTube, off of his series. And it was like his episode breakdowns and all that. I got another knot, damn it. I gotta remember to like not have such long string threads. Are you still playing your card game, Draconic, or are you just kind of hanging out? What is this music? It feels like a car commercial Fallout style. Like it just needs the corny voice talking and then be good. Like I can even see like the Ven emote and it's moving at the same tempo as this music and it's funny. How you doing, Oshemi? Have you died? We're gonna end the stream and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna watch Delicious and Dungeon. And I'm gonna either drag Luke kicking and screaming from his zombie game, or I'm just gonna go watch it by myself. It's been a while since I've actually wanted to watch anime, to be honest. Like, I just don't have the drive to kind of, like, look for new things. No, but yeah, the zombie cries are... Really? Are they that bad? I'm surprised. I'm relaxing now, and now I'm trying to remember the different reactors for MLP. The only gray ones I remember are Rarity Dash and Brony Burning Axe. No. Maybe he was brown. I wish there was a way for me to figure it out. Because, like, he was posting all the time, and then all of a sudden, like, there wasn't really anything. Like, it was, I don't know. I don't know if his channel just got struck down or if he took it down. But he was growing. I don't know. But I loved his breakdowns of the episodes. And I think my favorite breakdown he did was the, like, was it the 100th episode that had, like, the Big Lebowski references and the Doctor Who and all that stuff? Like, it was such a good breakdown. And I feel bad for not remembering, right? Like, it was such an impactful part of my life at that time. A slice of life, the thank you to the fans, exactly. It was so good. Have you watched any of the new series? The new series is a thing, right? I feel like a lot of us who watched MLP kind of just was like, why are you guys rebooting the series? This was perfect the way it was. You're adding cell phones and, like, don't get me wrong, the movie was good. It was okay. I liked the kind of take on it, and you felt like there was a lot of, like, secretive lore because you found Princess Twilight, like, stained glass windows at the end and all that. But I don't know if there's as big of a love for the series as for MLP. Man, I got a knot in it again. I don't really want to have to deal with it. But I'm gonna have to. Because there's no way can I make that a knot? 1, 2, 3, 4. See if I can kind of get through there if I just gently. Nope, I'm ripping it. For fuck's sake. Damn it. What I get for trying to finagle it. One, 2, 3, 4. Do another quilter's knot. This is a much more appropriate length of thread. I think Gen 5 is a good continuation for the franchise. It does have its fan base, and it doesn't hit me the same way Gen 4 did. Yeah. I mean, Gen 4 just had that level of high fantasy adventure, and it just grew the world in such a way that no other MLP series or pony series had, right? It felt like a living, breathing world with lore and all that kind of stuff. Where is Gen 5 on Netflix? Is that where it's at? I might have to take a look at it and see how I like it. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it because, like, Xander's in the let's watch monster trucks, which there's nothing wrong with. We've been watching Blaze. I wish we could watch Bluey more often, to be honest with you. I feel like that's gonna unravel on me so hard. This is the last one of getting prepped, and then, like, all the The first 20 days of the month are all ready to go. The Brony fandom for FIM actually got me to enjoy the original. You love OG Growbar? Yeah, Gogar. So Luke hasn't watched the final season of MLP. So no spoilers. Which it's like what? It's been like almost 10 years it feels like since MLP ended. I need to sit down, like the last season, is the last season of MLP on Netflix now? Because that was the problem, with the last season wasn't on Netflix. And so, and Gustier, Gen 1, yeah. I remember growing up with Gen 1 and growing up with glow bugs. I don't know if glow bugs were too early for you, but like, there was a whole series of glow bugs. And a movie, I think, if I remember correctly. Shit, everything had a movie back in the 80s, like, seriously. I have that thread that just keeps getting tangled up. I need to just trim it and stop messing with it. There we go. I feel like I need a third camera here at some point, like a document camera, to be able to like zoom in on all this, because I love having the Hudley for the top, but not having a detail camera for you guys to be able to see, even if it was like just a little one. Makes it a little harder to show you guys like my quilter's knots and stuff like that. But yeah, Gen 1 was like, I grew up on that one, so I can get why you fell in love with those characters, Draconic, like for sure. Are you watching Gen 5 or are you like kind of just watching other things? I'm always curious. Like, people gotta be watching something interesting instead of me over here watching like Neeb's Gaming Minecraft series for like the 20th time. Or their Among Us. I love watching their Among Us animated series. Like, I'll put that on the background when I'm having a bad day. If you or Ash need links from episodes are harder to find, I can direct you in a location. It'll just be a hush hush wink wink kind of situation, huh? It'll be in the unseedy places of the internet. Well, didn't Hulu have them for a little while? Like, I felt like, and that was the thing with Steven Universe too. Like, we couldn't watch Steven Universe unless it was either on Cartoon Network's website or it was on Hulu. That's, again, like my point from earlier, the streaming wars can just go in a dark, dank place and die. Like, I'm so tired. And don't get me started, oh my god. Don't get me started on the shit show that is like animation over at Discovery, Warner Brother, Cartoon Network, whatever the fuck you want to call that conglomerate. Like, all of these projects getting canceled and just written off, and like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, I'm so happy to see indie animation like doing so well. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I did it. Most of these streaming sites just don't keep cartoons around for some fucking reason, right? When I get like certain shows like One Piece have like a bajillion episodes, right? Like, I get that, but some of these series don't have that much. Like, I love Total Drama, and my daughter got really into Total Drama Island, and the first two and the 5th and 6th one are on Netflix. But then there's like holes in the it's just, it gets old, especially when you have a serialized thing like that. Total Drama is amazing. Did they ever come out with a new season? Like, that's how, like, I am so not in the know of anything right now. I just don't know. I'm clueless. I'm glad we got all the 20 done. So now I just have to figure out and remember my layout, because I think it was like something, definitely not that. I think I went something like that. Can't remember. And then I have to decide, I think hot has to go on the bottom. So the purples are cold and the pinks are hot. So that's kind of the thing. And it's like a tumbling block. That's kind of where we're going with it. And that one goes like that. So I'm hoping that, because you can kind of see how some of these colors link, because it's the same temperature range from one day to the other. So I was hoping to kind of show how that was going to work. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't look at exactly how it goes. But I don't think it goes very far. And then we go 6. And then feel like, yeah, 7 should go there. And then we come back over here to 8. And we repeat. Which one's the low? This one's the low, so it has to go like that. Let's move the temperature fabric up a little. Okay, and then 9, like that. 10. You can see how like it kind of like seesaws back and forth for me. The most I know of recently is that there, a few years ago, a fan-made Total Drama series was in the works on YouTube. A cease and desist. I think the official Total Drama was announced. So I remember seeing the preview or like a teaser or something for a new Total Drama official Total Drama, and it was going back to the island. But there was no Chris. Like, it's either there was no Chris. Oh no, they got a new voice actor for Chris. And everybody, it was like a whole meme that was like, not our Chris. I remember that because I was still on TikTok or on Twitter at the time. So it was a whole ordeal because it was not our Chris. So I can either go this way or I go this way, which might be the better option. That's kind of like the way I have to figure out how we're going, right? Might take a picture of it this way and then kind of move on and see. That's hotter. But you can kind of see how some of these colors seesaw together. And I like that part. It's mainly the colds that get to kind of seesaw together. Okay, and then that. This way. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Yeah, I remember that. I think the last season I watched was the Total Drama All-Stars. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. I don't know what that was. Or am I missing 20 or did 20 get... 20's here. Silly 20, what are you doing? You're drunk, 20. And see, like, you can see these two kind of link up. I'm gonna go like that. And then these two kind of link up, but I just don't like it, honestly. Oh, it's the printer, for fuck's sake, man. Like, that like, made me jump. I have my phone on me. I'll take a picture. That way I can kind of see the layout. see about taking a picture real quick. Oh, there goes my bag. Okay, there. I'm trying to take a picture. And then I think I had a save image of, there we go. Okay, so maybe that's what the problem is, because I have it going the opposite direction. I have it going this way. And it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go down 1. So we can probably make this work. Like that. This one, that, and that. Three, 4. The planning is the hardest part. Ah, shit, that was 3. I gotta go back. I gotta take it all up now. 19. 17. This is why we write things down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So yeah, it was all off. Whatever. I know All Stars was the one that introduced Mike's evil alter ego. Yeah, Mal. I just can't remember if Paku Island or Revenge of the Island was after it. I feel like Revenge of the Island was after it, wasn't it? 4, and then 5 comes down like this. And you can see how like we have the same color for high, because that was right around where it was. Okay, so then this one goes like this. So 6. This is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I hate background music that has words in it. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, hate it. I want to make sure, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then that one kind of goes there, I think. Then 11 here. Yeah, so then we go down like that and not like that. But we could go 1, 2. Or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's so many different ways to put it together. I'm just gonna have to sit and play with it. And 15. And 16. Oh, this one is wrong. This one is the opposite. It has to go this way. 17. Part of me wants to go across the top. That way the colors go down nice like that. But I'm going to take photos of all of them and we'll figure it out. Of course, I'm going to have a hard time like remembering which way we do it. I don't really like that either. All right, we're gonna swap on over. Cause I can't take that song anymore. All right, uno momento, por favor. Please leave a message. I gotta grab this mute so you guys don't hear me changing. go. Should be good now. Oh, and then as soon as I come over here, they change the channel. Now they change the channel. There we go. You guys over here? Yeah. So we've hit our 2 hours. And I'm not sure how I feel about any of it. Oh, I should turn off that light. So freaking bright. Unnecessary evil. God, I hate seeing my hair from the back. It looks like shit. I need a haircut so bad. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed your hump day with me. I really appreciate it. Silly outy stuff. Follow, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want. Yeah, this is just my hangout time with you guys. You know, Wednesdays are normally not stream times lately, but I've got so many projects going on and things to do that this is a way to make me focus on the tasks at hand and actually get shit done. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Wednesday. We will be back on Friday. We will be doing Hell of a Boss on Friday, so I'm really excited. Grab your adult beverages. I'll make sure to get my vanilla Coke and rum, and we'll have a good time. I'm so excited. I'm probably, if I have time, because you guys know how much I have to do. I've already talked about that enough tonight. But I want to do a secondary tracing of Angel, so I can then do the reversing. And then we can start doing the fun part, right? Which is the fabric pool. I love doing that part. But have a good night, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. You're the best crew. Night.